Pay TV services are facing significant challenges globally and in specific markets like Nigeria, primarily due to intense competition from streaming services, rising operational costs, and persistent consumer demand for more flexible payment models like pay-per-view. This confluence of factors is leading to a decline in the traditional subscribers numbers. Like I did mention, MultiChoice is the latest hit with about 2.7 million of its subscribers disengaging from the services between 2023 and 2025. Let's hear from Wisin Agaba, who himself is also a subscriber to one of the pay TV, but is an economic analyst by profession. Mr. Wisin Agaba joins me virtually from Abuja here. Mr. Wilson, good morning.
Good morning, Yusuf. How are you doing today?
Very well. Good to see you. I know you are one of the subscribers to the pay TV. Any of the pay TV. Talk to us your experience and how do you see this new, declining in terms of subscribers. We are using MultiChoice in this case as a case study. 2.7 million subscribers that lost between 2023 and 2025.
I actually used to be a subscriber. As at the moment, I am no longer a client to any of them. And with all this coming, what is happening is a combination of product features, lack of proper handling of customer feedbacks, and above all, technological advancement. Now let's start from the product feature, and then I will break that down into a few dimensions. Number one, in terms of content, the channels they have that they offer to us, especially the mass market, people from the lower income earners to the middle class, who actually spend a lot of time watching this kind of programs, this kind of entertainment platforms, are one, not very suitable to the audience here in Nigeria, because most of those things are content from other countries. Although we do have the Nollywood channels and all of that, but that became available elsewhere. I want to talk about that one under the technological advancements anyway. Then the other part of it is that we also have a product that doesn't suit us. We have issue of electricity. If I subscribe to any of these pay TV, I can only watch them. I can only utilize my money when there is electricity. And then you have a lot of people across the country who have electricity, say 5 hours in a day or 10 hours in a day. And within that 10 hours, maybe 8 of them is when they are at work. And then when they are back at home in the evening, there's no electricity for them to view. And then early in the morning, maybe they have electricity. They only use that to prepare and go out to go and work. So it leaves only people at places of work like hairdressing salon, barber shop, small businesses that have TVs and all of that to keep them to entertain their clients. Now, the other aspect that led to the request by Nigerians that we should have a pay-per-view, so that if I'm not viewing, I'm not paying. I can understand that might be a bit difficult for them to run because you have issue of cash flow and all of that. But I also understand that this is being done in South Africa. They have refused to do that here in Nigeria. Are you with me, Mr. Yusuf?
Go ahead. We're with you.
All right. Now, so there have been a lot of feedback in that dimension. We want to do pay-per-view. That had never been granted. And in fact, for me also as a person, I have complained several times that why should I be forced to pick channels that I know that I definitely will not watch? That the bouquet should be such that I can pick the channels that I want and pay for them. Charge channels per channel. So if I want 10 channels, I will select them. And then the money will aggregate and I will pay. But you put your bouquet by yourself, gather channels that I don't like, and say I will watch those ones. And if I want to watch other more interesting channels, it means I have to pay higher. Nobody has that kind of money to be throwing in the bush. So definitely, soon as alternatives pop up, things are going to change. Another aspect of it is, well, let me quickly move into the technological advancement because that is where everything, the potpourri of it is. We have the COVID-19 came and opened our eyes to remote work. And remote work led to the development of several infrastructure that allowed content to be readily available on the internet. And so today we have platforms like YouTube, we have TikTok and the rest of them with a lot of videos, skits, even full movies that you can watch. And even though data is more costly, there have been other innovative ways of making data readily available. Like I see some of the companies providing internet services have created unlimited internet bundle, which is truly unlimited, not the type that used to be capped. And then you can have that in the home, and more than 6, 7 people can be using it. So who even wants to watch the TV? Sometimes in my house here, we are here, the TV is on and nobody is even looking at it. Everybody is on their phone. So people quickly began to realize that there is no use for this pay TV. And then talk of the content for the movie channels. They repeat. In fact, I was on one of their platforms for almost 10 years, and some of the movies that were on certain channels have been there repeatedly for all these 10 years. So why would people watch? People watch, a lot of the people that had these things in their houses because of football. But technological advancement has also made it possible for football to be streamed online. So a
Indeed.
lot of people watch using their phones. And you can also cast your phone to your TV. And now we now have smart TV that makes it possible for you to do everything you do with your phone on your TV. So if it's a big screen you are looking for, they are going to play a game that I like. I go online, subscribe for that same game, put it on my TV, buy data for just that particular time. All of these things can be done with less than 1,500 naira. And then I watch the game, I leave it there. So we have created our own pay-per-view for ourselves.
All right.
So why wouldn't they lose market? So these are some of the few factors that are, contributing to the loss of market.
But indeed, some of them, that have also, the issue of pay-per-view, I know Nigerians have been demanding for that for some time now, but the operators too are also concerned that that is not a commercially viable option for them, because if you look at the current content ecosystem, that is more like not an option. What do you think they should do differently?
Well, it was a viable option for them in South Africa, and South Africa has less population than Nigeria, although their economy most times seems to be more predictable than ours. But again, why could it work in South Africa and would not work in Nigeria? That's a question for them to answer. But from a business consultant perspective, I think that the time is past for them to even bring pay-per-view. Now, I want to use myself as an example. I have a smart TV. The kind of job I do requires that I have 247 internet. And I now pay for an unlimited internet bundle. So, and most of the things I would like to entertain myself with are even more abundant on YouTube than it can be on any of their channels. I can watch full movies free if I am not disturbed by seeing advert. And by the way, why wouldn't I want to see advert? Advert pops up and I might see something that can solve a problem for me, and I can buy. So nobody really cares about what they provide anymore. If I were to advise them, I would tell them that they should retarget their product to the mass market. By the mass market, I mean those in rural areas and those with low income that cannot pay for the internet bundles we use today yet. Those who cannot afford smart TVs, those who cannot afford smartphones, Those are the people that will need their service now. And those are the people who cannot pay 10,000 per month to 1,000 per month. So if they really want to still continue to exist, they should retarget their products towards these people, make the price very minimal, negligible, so that these people can subscribe in millions and maybe they can bounce back. Otherwise, I think their time is almost up. Because even if you look at football and other sports, which are the major strengths of this particular company, multi-choice, very soon, I believe in the next 2, 3 years, the football organizing bodies are going to build their app there and stream their games. And they will not give you any right that prohibit them from streaming in any jurisdiction. Because they know that if they stream by them.
Hello, Mr. Wilson, are you there? Okay, seems to be having network challenges there with Mr. Wilson. We hope that he can connect back so that we'll continue the conversation. We're talking about the declining in the patronage of pay TV in Nigerians. A lot of subscribers have disengaged from the services of some of them, like MultiChoice, and about 2.7 million subscribers between 2023 and 2025 have decided, not to subscribe to some pay TV channels. And of course, apparently because of the rise in online streaming, a lot of videos now on demand on online platforms such as the like of Netflix, talk of Amazon, YouTube, and quite a whole lot of them are also there as well. Showmax is also not left off there as well. A lot of issues are being raised with regards to the need for people to pay per channels. I mean, the pay-per-view model should be adopted as it is in other parts of the world, but that permission has not really been granted so far. According to the operators, they see it as not really a commercially viable option for them. We hope that they will see the need for us to be able to achieve that. Mr. Wilson, I understand you're back. Continue along. You were saying something before the network had issue there.
Yes, I was saying that that as of now, technology have overtaken the market that they used to serve. The rich people who can pay that huge amount can afford smart TVs, they can afford unlimited internet bundle, and there are more entertainments on other platforms that are for free than MultiChoice can ever provide. And I also mentioned that football and some of the other sports used to be their edge over the market. As it is now, there are already platforms online where these games are streamed. And some of them are for free. Some of them you need to just pay a token and then you can watch. And I predict that in the nearest future, maybe the next 3 to 5 years, you'll see this sport organizing body starts building their own application and streaming directly to the entire world. They will never agree to give you any license that will limit their transmission or streaming to any location. Why?
Mr. Wilson.
Because if they stream, yes.
Yes, there's also the issue of local content investment as well. Some of the pay TV are doing that already to attract locals. They are investing in local content production in so many communities and towns. Don't you think this is also going to keep them in business?
It should keep them in business, but then they will need to do a lot of investment to change the orientation of the average Nigerian to move to their own local content. And of course, the local content we are talking about here has to be of a quality that is enough to distract them from the other local contents, which are skits and short movies that are also being made at home and are not played on their own platform. So the competition for them now is high. Not to even talk about the competition for attention. Because I am telling you this straight from my own experience. The advent of remote work, flexible work arrangement generally, have made people more busy than ever before. In the brick and mortar arrangement of work, I wake up at a particular time, go to an office, work till a particular time, close and come home. And my office will not call me to do anything from there again. But with this hybrid work arrangement, anytime your company can just send you an email, send in a call, and say, join the conference. We are having a video conference. We are having a meeting about this. We are doing this, we are doing that. So there are a lot of things to be done by people in the category that they serve now, that they hardly have time
So
for
there's
TV.
a lot of disruption or distraction rather.
Yes, so their market has been disrupted by technology. In the meantime, if they need to survive, they should retarget their market at the mass market, the poor people who cannot afford smart TV, who cannot afford unlimited data, who cannot afford smartphone market. Some of the big boys might still join in. Over time, they can look at the market, the factors driving it, and probably innovate. But if they think that the model they have been selling is going to continue to sell, I don't think they can bounce back.
Indeed, don't think they can bounce back. A lot of innovations need to be done in that regard for them to be able to recover some of the subscribers that they have lost. Thank you so much, Wilson Agaba Wilson, economic analyst. Thank you so much for your contributions on Business Daily today. We appreciate it.
Thank you very much for having me.
All right, and with that is a wrap on the show today. We'll be back here again tomorrow. I am Yusuf Akugu.